What is up, guys? I am Seaman123 here, back again on Dix. I'm in YWC channel for a new video for you guys tonight. Tonight I am back with AFL tipping after I think that 2 or 3 weeks I haven't done this, and now obviously doing it again. So yeah, I'll get right into it. First up, we have Collingwood versus St Kilda. This is Collingwood's home game. Now I will pick Collingwood only because of the fact that they haven't had a really good start of the season. Yeah, they should have been a lot better than what I thought. I would have thought they would at least be 4-1 after 5 rounds, but they're not. But Collingwood will win this easily. It's their home game, so why not? I think they will win personally. St Kilda aren't doing too bad. They are doing pretty horrible, but the way they're playing after round 1, when they lost to Gold Coast, after round 1 they've done really good. So that's a good thing. So I'll pick Collingwood by about 29 points. Moving on to the next match, we have Essendon versus Giants. Essendon, one of 3 teams in the first 5 rounds undefeated. Now, Essendon will give the Giants a flogging. The Giants have played some good footy. They've played some great footy, but really, it comes down to they can't run all 3 or 4 quarters. They can only run out 3 quarters. Like against Melbourne, they had the game in the bag, and then they just lost it, somehow. And that does annoy me because I actually did pick the Giants over Melbourne, but it's another story for another time. Essendon by 81 points. Just the way they've started the season really well. They've given Collingwood a flogging, which Collingwood had a decent side with too many injuries, which is a bad thing. So I'm picking Essendon by 81 points. Next we have North Melbourne versus Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide, another team, it's 5-0 in the first 5 rounds. Now I will be picking North Melbourne. 2 reasons. One, I'm not really a big Port fan, but I don't really care. But 2, that's also North Melbourne's home game. So really, I look at it as they've had good footy. They've had really good brands of footy. They've been playing really well, and then the occasions have been playing really shit. And also Port don't know much about Majak Doy. Him and him playing like 2 games so far. So really, they gotta still know him, and he's a really good tall forward. In a few years, about 2 years, he's a great tall forward. Not like a Buddy Franklin forward, but like a forward that's generally like a Kurt Tippett forward. He'll get the ball, he'll kick 3 or 4 goals in the game, 2 maybe, and have a few games, he'll kick like 6 and 7 or 5, He'll be one of those forwards in at least 2 years. Moving on, we have the Crows versus Hawks. I'll be picking the Hawks, this is a Crows home game. I'm going with my heart and my brain, not my instinct. And the Hawks the Crows will be playing really shit, That game, like last quarter against Carlton, that comeback was an excellent show of fight, but really they have no tall forward now. They don't have Walker anymore. Or we don't have Walker, so it's a big loss. And there's only 3 people I can think who can replace Walker, and then yet again it's not Walker. The first person is Josh Jenkins. Last 3 games he's played have been in the AFL. And he's 197 centimeters forward or ruck. He can be a tall forward, and he'll be he's kicked 2 goals. He's kicked 3 goals in the last 3 games. Not a very good start. He's had 6 kicks, 9 kicks, 5 kicks, 2 handballs, 6 handballs, 7 handballs. So really, he hasn't had a great start of the season like I hoped he would. And then we have Sean McKernan. Last 3 games have been in the SANFL. He's also 196 centimeters, key forward and ruck. Now McKernan I think honestly Jenkins has the body for this, but McKernan is a guy who can be like a second forward. You can have Jenkins and Tippett, Jenkins and Walker. For me, are the forward combination when Walker gets back. But I think now you want to have Jenkins and McKernan and have Lewis Johnson. He's played the last 3 games in the SANFL. He kicked 2 goals, 2. Was it 2 goals, 2? In round 3, kicked 7 goals, 2, and then kicked 1 goal, and he kicked 2 goals, 2. So really, Lewis Johnson, I think, can come in as that key forward with Josh Jenkins, or have Jenkins and McKern, and then have Johnston as like the second forward behind behind Jenkins and all that. So if one comes off, Johnson's come up and taking that position. I think that worked pretty well for the Crows. None of them's probably three of them probably equal Walker's by far the forward of the team. So yeah. Moving on to Richmond versus Geelong, I will pick Richmond. Actually, no, I'll pick Geelong. Only being Geelong have a 5-0, obviously. So Geelong will be a close game. Richmond had a great start to the season, but if Richmond lose this, I think that will put them not in a bad spot, but like not as good as everyone rated them at the start of the season. So Geelong, I'll pick Geelong by 13 points. Next we have the Gold Coast Suns versus Freo Dockers. Gold Coast home game. Now, the way Freo played last week, you had to ask me 2 weeks ago, Gold Coast versus Freo, who'd win? I would say with no published Gold Coast, but really the way they played last week against Richmond, that's an easy pick. Freo by 32 points, not really a big margin for it. Gold Coast having a great start, two and three. They're behind Adelaide and Adelaide. So moving on, we have Sydney versus Brisbane. I'm not even going to talk about this match. Sydney will beat Brisbane easy. Brisbane struggling times right now. Moving on, we have West Coast versus the Western Bulldogs now. West Coast need this win to. Last year they were a top 4 side, top 5, 6 side. I don't know where they finished exactly, but they were a side that was going to make the finals. But really now, if they want to make the finals, they need to really win this game, having only one win. And I don't know who that actually was against. So really, they need this win badly. They should have beaten Port last week. That was a disgraceful fucking game. Don't like to swear, but a fucking shithole of a game that was. They should have won that easy. West Coast and Port had to come back. West Coast, they should have won that. Inaccuracy kicking cost West Coast the game. No questions. But they want to make finals, at least finish in the top 8, maybe 8th or 7th. They need to win this game. Bulldogs have won one game as well. They haven't did the wrong one game. So Bulldogs really, both teams, who wins this will have needs to win this make finals really. And yet again, it's not going to help them out really much because there's still Adelaide above them that they win. So it won't. But they do. There's still Carlton. There's still Brisbane. There's still North. There's still Brisbane. So there's really a few teams above them. Yet that's only the start of the season. So really can't tell you. I can't tell you who's going to make finals yet. But West Coast will make finals, or Bulldogs will make finals. This is the game they have to win. Moving on, last game of the round, we have Carlton versus Melbourne. Melbourne, 1 win, 4 losses, 1 win against the Giants. The Giants should have won that game. Carlton win, easy, 67 points, I would say. Just because Melbourne, they obviously haven't been too good in form. They were in the early 2000s or late 90s, like 98 to 2000. But otherwise, they've been really shit in form. And Jeremy Howard taking great mark on fiction. But Carlton win by 67 points. So yeah, I'll catch you guys next Wednesday for AFL Tipping for round 6. So I'll catch you guys then. Subscribe to all the other members as well.